Hey guys, welcome to another Mind Right Monday. I'm Bonnie Kelly, and today we're going to be talking about how to get out of a mental rut. Hey guys, welcome to another Mind Right Monday. I'm Bonnie Kelly, and today we're talking about how to get out of a mental, emotional rut. Now, what I'm talking about is where we're all going through that mundane, same old, where it's day in, day out, and you're doing the exact same thing through and through. Now, I know that is an icky place to be in because your life becomes super boring. Because you're not having any stimulation. There's no change in your environment. There's no change in experiencing or learning anything. You're not growing. You feel stagnant. And if you know anything about nature, when water is stagnant, there's no growth. It needs to be moving for life to come through. So if you're in a mental, emotional rut, then today is your day, and we got 3 awesome tips just for you. So let's dive right into my very first tip, which is get out of your comfort zone and go try something you have always wanted to do this week. This is a no-brainer. Getting out of a rut means you have to do something different. Duh. I'm sure that comes as a no-brainer to you as well. But I want you to actually think about doing something new or that is stretching you out of your comfort zone this week. The reason for it is because we want you to just feel exhilarated. You want something different. You want to feel alive again. And the only way for us to do that is to get you out of that comfort zone and go try something new. Now, one thing that you could do would be go to a meetup. Maybe you're into hiking or kayaking or you want to learn a new skill. Well, meetup.com, no matter where you are or what country you're in, is a great solution to be able to go find new people. It's very easy to feel afraid to try that because it's not in your comfort zone. You don't know what to expect or if you're going to meet anybody or if people are going to like you. Hence why I say get out of your comfort zone and go try something. If you're into salsa dancing, go try that. If you're into wakeboarding, go try that. Whatever it is, get out of your comfort zone this week and try something new. All right, so my next tip to get you out of a mental rut is drive a different way home with the intent of seeing something beautiful. Now there's 2 parts to this. The first one is drive home a different direction. Now, the reason why we're telling you to do that is because to get out of that mental emotional rut, we need to do things different. And something as simple as just driving a different direction home is a great, easy way for you to see something different, to be inspired by something different, to come across something different. But more importantly is the second half of that where I say to have the intent to see something beautiful. When we set our intention, that is like us sending out a signal to the universe and saying to the brain, pay attention, we are looking and on the lookout for this thing. And by doing that, it allows you to hone in and observe something beautiful. Now, what happens when you see something beautiful? You feel. And if you're in a rut, I'm sure a lot of your feelings have been stagnant. You've been in that stale water. And we want to feel again. And so by seeing and observing something beautiful, it could be a sunset, a house, a gorgeous new car, maybe it's a beautiful person. By seeing that, it can inspire within us joy. It can inspire within us just peace in something that you haven't felt in a while. So have that intention with that separate drive and see what comes up. All right, my third tip for you is dial up that friend you have been hoping would make time to call you and schedule a play date. Now, I talk a lot about friendships, and the reason for that is because that can be one of the biggest hurt factors in all of our lives. We want our friends to remember us, to be invested in us, and often, especially when we have children or we get work and lives, they become secondhand nature, right? They're just someone that you want to connect with, but they fall off the plate. Well, the same thing is true with them and their busy schedules. And so it's very easy that time starts to develop this huge gap between you, and it could be months, if not years, go by and you haven't reconnected with that person. So as you know, being a personal development advocate means also taking emotional and mental responsibility. So if you feel that you miss that friend, dial them up. Don't wait for them to dial you and make that connection. Call and talk to them, because what's going to happen is you'll be reminiscing, you'll be laughing, you'll be enjoying, and then schedule a play date sometime in the next month to see each other. That is a surefire way to get out of that mental and emotional rut, because you have not only something to look forward to, is that you've rekindled a connection that's been lost for a little while. So hopefully that's a good tip. Now, I mentioned I had 3 tips for you today, but I have a bonus one just for you. So let's go to my 4th tip, which is just start that thing you've been procrastinating on. Just start. It really isn't as scary as you think. There is no substitute for movement. I'm telling you that procrastination is just a lack of action. And all we want to do to get out of that mental and emotional rut is to start taking action. And the best way to do that is for us to be moving in that water. So let's say, for example, that garage has been piled full of stuff and you have been procrastinating on getting through it. Or maybe there's a closet or the backyard hasn't been maintained and you have weeds growing everywhere. And what happens is when it starts piling up or the weeds are everywhere, it becomes overwhelming. And so we just ignore it because we don't even know where to start. So to get out of that mental, emotional rut, what we want to start doing is just take action. Start with one thing, one area, one piece, and start moving it. Go through one box, because what you're going to find is by going through that, it's going to create momentum to go through the next one, to go through the next one, and go through the next one. And next thing you know, you've done it. So this week, I hope that you can begin to start taking some inspired action. Whether that's calling that friend, driving a new way home, or start on that thing you've been procrastinating, these are all great ways for you to begin to get out of a mental and emotional rut. Now, as you know, we are here always to help. So if you need a little more added support, we have an epic product just for you. It's called the 21-Day Emotional Detox. I'm sure you've heard of it, but if not, it's 21 days for just $21. Starting on June 20th, that's Monday coming up here just next week, you are going to have the opportunity to join our 21-Day Emotional Detox Challenge. Wondering what that is? Check out the information below, click the link, and I'll tell you all about it. All right, don't forget to email us your personal development questions. As you know, all of these videos are brought to you from questions from viewers just like you. Email us anytime your personal development questions to getinspired@bonniekelly.me. And don't forget to tweet, friend, fan, and follow us on all social media platforms. That's where all the fun happens, and that's where I am most of the time. So we'll look forward to seeing all of you next week. Until then, I'm Bonnie Kelly.